Today, we check out an all-female hard rock band who has sold over 1 million albums, had 6 #1 videos on MTV, and 4 songs in Billboards Top 100. They were able to stand out in the late 80s from the glut of 1,000 other hard rock bands, and are still touring and releasing new music today. The band is Vixen, and while they have often been cited as a one-hit wonder, that is definitely not the case. Welcome to the show where we get into lost songs, rare cuts, and otherwise forgotten tracks that deserve a spotlight put on them. Thanks for joining me and checking out this video, and if you like, please do all that YouTube stuff as well. Thanks. Female-led rock bands were huge in the 80s and definitely held their own in the charts. I mean, think of the Bangles, Heart, the Go-Go's, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Fleetwood Mac, Blondie, The Pretenders, Lita Ford, L7, Girl School, just to name but a few. And into the fray came Vixen, who boldly told the audience that they wanted you to rock them. And while they may not have had the breadth of material that other bands have, there's a few choice B-cuts and bonus tracks that are definitely worth the look. So let's step onto the edge of a broken heart and jump into this episode of Should Have Been on the Album. Should have been on the album. Vixen were originally formed way back in 1980 by guitarist Jan Kunnemund, coming out of Minnesota. In those formative years, the band would go through various incarnations, even being cited in the 1984 teen movie Hard Bodies, under the less than flattering moniker Diaper Rash. By 85, the band would head to LA to join the city's rock scene, and by 1987 had come together in their classic lineup, which included Kunnemund on guitar, Jeanette Gardner on vocals, Roxy Petrucci on drums, and Cher Peterson on bass. They did their time on the LA Hollywood club circuit before being picked up by EMI. They were put straight into the studio, releasing their debut album in 1988. Marketed as the female Bon Jovi, their first single, Edge of a Broken Heart, shot them straight into the charts. Penned by Richard Marx and Fee Weibel of The Tubes, the song would announce the band as a force to be reckoned with, reaching number 26. Now, that's not without some controversy. In Richard Marx's book Stories to Tell, he states that Michael Landau played lead guitar on the track, not Jan Kunnemund. This led to an interesting moment in the video clip, which also featured Marx, and you could say that no love was lost. The band would follow up with their second hit, Crying, which would even reach higher to number 22, and then the third single, Love Made Me, would chart overseas. The band would tour extensively alongside Ozzy Osbourne, the Scorpions, and Bon Jovi. They would hit the studio again with their follow-up, Rev It Up, which spawned the hit How Much Love, along with singles Not a Minute Too Soon and Love Is a Killer. Again, they would tour alongside Kiss and Deep Purple, as well as headlining their own shows. But, as we all know, the tide of the music scene was changing, and the band were also facing their own internal issues. So, in 1992, they called it quits. But that's not the end of the Vixen story. In 1997, Petrucci reformed Vixen without Kunnemund, releasing an album, Tangerine, but was subsequently sued for trademark infringement. However, come 2001, Kunnemund formed the band again with Gardner and Petrucci, and bringing in new bassist Pat Holloway. But mid-tour, management disagreements saw the band split. However, Kunnemund would quickly recruit Jenna Piccolo, Lynn Louise Lowry, and Kat Kraft to finish the tour. In 2006, Vixen would release a new studio album, Live and Learn. Sadly, in 2013, just as Kunnemund was ready to announce the return of the classic lineup, she was diagnosed with cancer, and October 10, she passed away. In 2019, Janet Gardner would leave the band, and Lorraine Lewis step into lead vocal duties, and over the years, more changes have followed. As of today, the current members include Petrucci and Lewis, Britt Lightning on guitar, and Julia Lage, I think that's how you say it, on bass. But for today, we're heading back to their first album and checking out a song from their third single. The title of the song? Give It Away. Okay, I hear you. Why am I not looking at Charmed Life? Well, I'll hold that answer till the end. But let's have a look at Give It Away. Give It Away appeared on the flip side of Vixen's third single, Love Made Me, from their debut album. It was written by Jeff Paris and Michael Thompson, and would also appear on the Japanese CD edition as a bonus track, replacing Charmed Life. It would be included on a 4-track EP version of their single Cryin', and a demo version of the song would also come up on the B-side of their single Not a Minute Too Soon. The track was produced by Rick Nair and engineered by David Cole, who were both involved in Vixen's first album, so you can assume that it was recorded during the sessions for the album. Further, the band would also play the song live in concert, so it's clear that they, like Warrant with Thin Disguise, saw it as an important part of their catalogue. Lyrically, the song finds us checking out a guy at the club.
I can tell you love the kind that burn me alive. 'Cause the way you dance, you set the place on fire. Everybody's watching, you gotta mesmerize. You ain't gonna go home alone tonight.
There's a sense of danger, desire, and passion.
Can't you tell the night is full of mystery? I can see desire burning in your eyes. I know something dangerous is close to me. Someone wild is screaming in the night.
But tonight, nothing's gonna stop her.
You better get ready. Get ready to give it away tonight. You better get ready to give it away tonight.
Yeah, I think we all know what's going on here, right? Musically, Give It Away is right in the 80s hair metal zone. Rock guitars, compressed drums, icy keyboards, and great harmonies, particularly in the bridge. The bass propels the track along like a race car, and the drums punctuate key moments. And while the chorus is probably not the strongest, there's a conviction to it. And that's what sets the song apart, the delivery. There's a hunger, a fight, and a sheer ballsiness to it. The vocals from Gardner have a real attitude to them and show off her vocal range, and the guitar solo is a cracker as well. For a B-side, this song definitely kicks some serious butt and shows off the band's talent and musical prowess. Vixen's debut was a strong entry into a very crowded genre, so could Give It Away stand up on its own as part of it? Side 1 rocks, from the opening single of Edge of a Broken Heart to the powerful I Want You to Rock Me, the excellent second single Crying, and the quasi-ballad Desperate. There's much to like here. American Dream is a solid album track with a cool bass line and a funky guitar lick, but it doesn't really reach the heights of the other tracks that surround it. Side 2 starts off with another great song in One Night Alone, and while Hellraiser struts with confidence and sass, the chorus doesn't quite lock in. Third single Love Made Me then sits in the middle, and it's a big track full of glorious 80s-ness. Classic rock history even considered it the 4th best song of Vixen's entire catalogue. We end with 2 band-penned tracks in Waiting and Cruisin'. Waiting is a cool shuffle feel and a powerful chorus, while Cruisin' ends the LP with a burst of tempo and energy and great gang vocals. And if you want, Charmed Life, which was the 11th track on the cassette and CD editions, definitely deserves to stay as well. It's a terrific song, and frankly, probably should have been one of the 10 on the LP. So what about Give It Away? You know what? I reckon so. It's a solid rocker, and I can understand why they play it live. It hits hard, and there's some excellent musicianship to it. And where would I put it? Well, for me, I'm getting rid of American Dream. Sadly, the track is the low point on side 1. Give It Away is a much stronger song than American Dream, and worthy of being on side 1. And I think the band also thinks so too. According to setlist.fm, they've played American Dreams only 7 times in their touring career, while Give It Away has been performed 33 times. So, history kind of agrees. Okay, so why didn't I look at the more well-known Charmed Life? Well, Charmed Life was included on the CD and cassette edition of the album, so it was far more readily available outside of the LP release. And while I've covered bonus tracks before, Give It Away is a little harder to find, and that's why I went with it. Plus, Charmed Life, like I've already said, definitely deserved a spot on the album, so that was a complete no-brainer. There's also a song called Give Me Away on Vixen's Live and Learn album, but the two songs are very, very different, despite their similar titles. So what do you think? Should Vixen's first album have pulled out all the stops and been a 12-track release? Or do you think that 10 was enough and needed no extras? Drop a comment below. And as always, if you have an idea for a B-side or a rare track that you think I should check out, please let me know. You can comment below if you like, or you can send me an email on shouldvebeenonthealbum@gmail.com and share your thoughts and your stories. You can also find us on Facebook. But until next time, my name is Drew, and you've been watching Should Have Been on the Album. Cheers.
You better